Hello, MPI here, and this time I've decided to make a video about something that absolutely infuriates me. Now, I don't mind if someone makes a side hustle out of a hobby, I respect that, but what absolutely tilts me is the fact that they mention that they're not depriving kids of the products. Do Japanese people just get born as adults, huh? Does he know about the shortage of products in the current Japanese market due to scalpers and bots there? They don't need another one to make things worse than things are already, much less portray themselves to be supporters of the series, the franchise, or even the trading card game. Now, I don't know if anyone knows this, Japanese boxes are guaranteed only one hit, full art or all art, meaning if someone actually gets one, the entire box becomes a dud. There's a slight chance that you could get a secret rare or the rainbow version, but that's pretty slim and more likely than not, you're not gonna get it. But Pokemon Center Japan combats this by throwing a large number of packs up randomly. But this one, just look at it. It's just right there, just box by box. So, they probably don't do that. They don't randomize the pack, so, well, if you didn't know then, I hope you do now. Following that, they don't seem to have much knowledge on the hobby itself. As someone who proclaims to love Pokemon, he should have known some very key information on one very important set and popular set that he mentioned here. First off, he mentions Dream League selling out. That's not a surprise. It's a fantastic set with popular characters and Pokemon, the home of the character rare set. But then he mentions it's where you get money. Now, look, I can excuse mistakes like getting the set wrong. Nobody's perfect, especially with the amount of sets Japan has. But this is a mistake across generations. Nobody who is an actual Pokemon fan will ever make this mistake. That's like a Final Fantasy fan proclaiming to love Final Fantasy and when asked, proclaims Squall from Final Fantasy VII as the best protagonist ever. Like, what the hell is that? That's that's bullshit. Clearly bullshit. Now, this demonstrates that he's someone clearly in it for the money and completely not helping the hobby as he claims to, and very likely selling for a neat margin. He mentioned Alolan Moonlight as having value to its age, but the true reason is the inclusion of Mallow, which is currently selling for a huge amount of money. The price of this card increased by many folds. I have the English version, I don't think I got the Japanese version, but yeah, it's gonna be displayed on screen. That's the price it's currently selling for now. He mentioned that sets tend to have more value for its age, but that only applies to it as a sealed product. As mentioned before, it's extremely easy to produce duds. The moment you hit a full art on the box, you can sell the rest of the packs, because they're all likely not going to contain anything, and it's purely a chance-based roll for the secret rare. In addition, he also gets the price for money wrong, unless he meant to say graded, but even so, there are two variants, one clearly more expensive from Shiny Star V and one that's cheaper from Sword and Shield base set. The price clearly differs and he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about. The price is way off whack. Besides, as a fan, he doesn't even know the generation she's from. That's clearly suspicious when he claims himself to be a fan. I know it's something relatively minor and I could be overreacting, but what used to be an enjoyable hobby for me and my friends has turned into this. Fighting tooth and nail for products that are so in demand that it gets jacked up to sometimes almost twice the price and higher. While I do not fault people for trying to make a business of all this, when I see people who have no passion for the hobby make things difficult for all of us collectors, it truly makes my blood boil. Even more so when they try to frame it as something charitable, great or noble, like they do, not gonna snatch the products from the kids, man. Like, come on, man, like this is ridiculous. In addition to that, there's even been issues where I'm from, and here We're having a severe shortage of products. Most of the celebrations products has been delayed or have been in super short supply. It doesn't help that on the day after, I start seeing listings selling for severely scalped prices. Even 3 to 4 times the MSRP, and some even owning multiple copies of the products. This seriously pisses me off as they have no place in the hobby. Why are they even here? Well, I know the answer. It's just a rhetorical question, but I've never actually put in this much effort just to be able to enjoy the products. It's even starting to feel like work. Despite it being a hobby, it doesn't help that the logistics worldwide has been heavily impacted due to the recent, shall we say, incidents? Yeah, you get what I mean. But this results in places outside of the US getting delayed products and even almost pathetic amounts of allocation. Some stores I frequent weren't even allocated any ultra premium collection sets. I'll be calling them UPC by the way. But how's that even fair? Giguk, a member of Trash Taste in the latest podcast, mentioned that a less than savory individual is involved in the Pokemon collectible world too. This clearly doesn't bode well for the hobby, and they're clearly not in it for the love of the series or even as collectibles. These people are reducing the already meager supply of products to almost nothing. A post I've seen even has an individual showing 3 boxes of the Ultra Premium collection, where we're barely getting any, and the local game store products are all delayed, all with a backdrop full of sneaker boxes of different sizes. You know what that means, right? This shows the sneaker scalpers' involvement in this hobby. I know it takes time to set up production facilities, and I'm not even sure if Nintendo is willing to invest too much into this. But this is clearly killing the hobby, at least here in Singapore where I'm from. It's my sincere wish that these scalpers get burned, just like in Japan where they printed Shiny Star V to shreds and announced that they'll be printing the gold box to demand, as well as the 25th anniversary. As you can see, the price of the boxes has dropped from almost 20,000 yen to 10,000 or even less, and they are selling Shiny Star V at a loss. Hopefully Pokemon International is able to do this, but otherwise I can only wait and hope that the hype dies off and that things can go back to how it was, and that the hobby becomes relaxing and enjoyable once again. Because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna be very angry. Just kidding. I'ma just say peace. I'm going off. But not really either. Well, if you're still listening or watching, thanks for making it this far. This is just a little rant I had to get out because I'm seriously pissed with what's been going on. The lack of products. Just... Well, I hope you've enjoyed the rant and you've learned a little bit from what I've shared. If you want more information like this, I'll be willing to make more videos. Just be sure to give it a like and maybe subscribe if you want to. Thanks a lot and see ya.